Surface cleansing the skin with hydromucine cleansing milk to eliminate surface debris and regain hydration. All of our cleansers are also makeup removers. If you have waterproof mascara on, and just leave them on for a few moments and work them in. It should loosen any waterproof mascaras you have on. We're going to do a secondary cleanse with our deep cleansing solution, which I like to call my scrubbing bubbles. To do the work for us by breaking down all the excess oil and debris on the skin.
How can you use that at home?
I like to recommend for oily or acneic clients 2 to 3 times a week. But even for just normal maintenance, if you're a heavy makeup user or somebody that just feels like they have are not getting like that really clean feeling on their skin, at least once a week, in addition to their regular cleansers. And at home, you would just put it on a cotton pad, put a little bit on, or gauze, and just do circular motions. You don't have to do everywhere. You can just concentrate on the oily or problematic areas, or you can do all over if you'd like to. Just want to make sure that you cleanse thoroughly. So I usually like to recommend that my clients do it in the shower, so that way they can make sure that they rinse all of the product off, so that way nothing stays on the skin, because it will continue to work, and so sometimes you can feel a drying action on the skin if you don't rinse it all the way off. So sometimes just doing it over the bathroom sink, sometimes people don't rinse thoroughly enough, and then they start to notice that drying action on the skin. We're going to do a peel. Some people are afraid of doing peels, depending on how often they exfoliate or the condition of the skin. We have 5 different or 6 different types of peels. After you come in and speak with one of the skincare therapists, they can analyze the skin and see what type of skin condition you have and what is best suited for you. Peels are not something to be afraid of. They're a great way to exfoliate and a great way to generate cell production, collagen, elastin production, helps with anti-aging, pigmentation, overall just everything, congestion. So basically we can, whatever we're putting on after is going to penetrate and absorb better into the skin. Generally, most people are afraid that they're going to actually physically peel, turn red, not be able to go out after, that day, the next few days. Not true. There are different pHs and different levels of peels that, won't make you like that. 9 times out of 10, most of my clients that come in, if they are red, they're not going to turn red, and they'll be fine. It actually will help the skin more than hurt it, as long as you're going to somebody that knows what they're doing. Okay, you might feel a little bit of warmth, and then it should go down. Normally what you're feeling is a chemical reaction of the neutralizer of the pHs. The neutralizer brings the pH back to normal, and so the warmth that you're feeling is that reaction of the two. So it's nothing bad happening, it's actually something good. You want your pH to get back to normal. And our neutralizer actually has aloe, pepper in it to calm and soothe the skin instead of just like a water-based or baking soda to neutralize. So don't be afraid of peels. They are your friend when used properly. It's a product that you can rehydrate your skin, prep for your moisturizer, and set your makeup with.
But it comes out of spray.
Yes, it does come in the spray. I'm applying it with my hands. I don't love to spray my products on my clients during a facial. I apply it like this. It's just a personal preference. But when you're at home, it feels good to just spray it on. You can just spray it into your hands and then apply it that way as well. But for ease, it is in a spray bottle. And obviously when you're spraying it on to set your makeup too, or throughout the day if, you know, working in an office building or even just being in your car, sometimes you can really get dehydrated and feel dry, especially in the winter time. So instead of wanting to put more lotion on, you can just carry it with you. We do have travel size available as well, and you can just re-spray your face throughout the day with the mist and get that hydration level back up. Especially through like the mouth and nose area where it gets like really, really dry after having like a cold or a flu too, because it blowing your nose all the time or allergy season. It's really nice.
Sorry.
Okay, now we're going to do the Botinol serum. Usually there's none left in here, so you're pretty good. You don't really have that. So you're just gonna place it on areas that you want to relax or you want to hydrate. So the reason it's in the syringe, it's not an actual syringe. It's just, it's not with nothing with a needle. It is a syringe, but it doesn't have a needle on it. And you want to do jaquette. And so we also want to do it in those areas that she does receive Botox. I mean, it is going to get all over, but we definitely want to primarily place it in the areas of concern or where she already does get Botox. If she wasn't a patient or a client that was getting Botox, you know, the areas that she would maybe eventually want to get Botox or the areas that she's considered getting Botox or injections, those are the areas that we would be placing it on. Serum here that we're putting on is 5 different peptides that are helping to relax, myo-relax the facial muscles and rebuild the cellular matrix. If you are getting Botox, the doctor's kind of treating the internal muscle and stopping it from making the muscle. So it is more, Botox is always considered a little bit more of a preventative measure. So what this is doing is he's treating the inside. If you are getting Botox or if you're doing this as an alternative to Botox, this is slowing down the signal from the nerve to the muscle. So we're not strangling the nerve or the muscle. You know, this is just a topical treatment, but it does definitely slow down that process, which is why it gives that more of a relaxed type of look. So if after you get the Botox treatment and somebody says, oh, you look really relaxed, well, you will, not only because you just received the facial treatment, but also because it actually does have that myo-relaxing effect on the skin. It is an excellent treatment. You know, if you're one that uses facial expressions a lot and looks a little bit older than they actually are, so even if you're somebody that, you know, is a little bit younger but definitely shows more facial expressions, it is still a good treatment for you because it definitely has that myorelaxing effect on the skin. And everybody can use, rebuilding that cellular matrix. It may not be something that you consecutively need a series for, but maybe just need a boost to the skin, and then we can branch off into other clinical treatments just to give you hydration and some exfoliation techniques. So basically what the hydro energizing gel is doing is just pushing a ton of hydration into the face. So what Collin has done is they are a biotechnology company, and instead of just hyaluronic acid, which a lot of people have heard of, they kind of reformulated hyaluronic acid to be hyaluronase, which is a step above hyaluronic acid. And it's just a different formulation to smaller molecules, so it absorbs better into the skin and just more hydration. So obviously you're going to see her skin plumped up from that, and then the copper and zinc peptides that also will give like antioxidants to the skin and that anti-aging effect. Definitely in our younger category, preventative aging, and so we would definitely want to put her on something for antioxidants. She's not in our hormonal or anti-aging category. She's still in a preventative aging process. She still has not as many deep wrinkles. She's just got fine lines. She's doing the preventative process of Botox. So we anti-aging with AGE Total Defense. Vitamin C would be a great product for her. She's definitely fighting some pigmentation. So AGE would be a good product for her. They have a cumulative effect on the skin, so we do recommend doing them in a series so that we get the greatest benefit. And obviously using take-home products definitely helps, because we can only do so much here in the clinic. You have to be doing things at home too. I mean, obviously if you're coming here and we're doing a great facial on you and then you're going home and not washing your face at night, that's not really helping us, and it's not helping. Going to tell your client to make sure that they keep their eyes closed until you tell them to open, because they could have a little drippage of the gel in their eyes, and you don't want them to open and get any of it in there. So, to be on the safe side, I'm going to tell them to keep closed. On the Botinol corrective cream, which is the moisturizer we're going to use for our client today.